Hey, how you doing today? My name is Relia, and thank you so much for stopping by. Today we're playing some Hollow Knight, and I'm going to break down the 6 different dream bosses in order from easiest to hardest. So let's go ahead and jump right in. If you thought we were going to be starting off with Nightmare King Grim, you are absolutely insane. We are going to be starting off with the first dream boss, the easiest, at least in my book, is going to be the Failed Champion. Knew that was coming. Dang it! Just a couple mistakes and he will get the best of you, but still, by far, the easiest dream boss in the game. The charms that I will be using for this is going to be Quick Slash, Soul Catcher, Grub Song, Nail Master's Glory, and Long Nail. The Long Nail makes it a lot easier to be able to hit this boss from just a little bit further away so you don't have to get so close. So with the Failed Champion, essentially what you want to be doing is you want to dash towards him almost every time he jumps. The only time you don't want to dash towards him is if he jumps away from you. So when he jumps back, he's going to do the smash on the ground where it's going to send waves towards you. You always want to jump over that whenever you can. So right here he's going to do it again. The main thing you have to do is avoid getting hit by his mallet hammer thing because it takes away 2 hits. If he can manage to hit you twice with that thing, it just absolutely ruins your run. And just like that, we defeated the False Champion. By far, the easiest dream boss in Hollow Knight. Let's go ahead and check out the second one. The second hardest dream boss in the game, at least for me, was the Lost Kin. We're going to go at this dream boss with the same charms as before, the Quick Slash, Soul Catcher, Grub Song, Nail Master's Glory, and Long Nail. He does short little hops from time to time, and then he does that, he kind of flails about a little bit. And then when he kind of brings his head back, he kind of shakes a little bit, it's because he's going to dash towards you. The Defender's Crest is a really nice charm to have to help with these orange things if they're really bothering you. When he does a down spike, he will shoot out this orange goo. Pretty easy to dodge. Use your spells whenever you get a chance, just because you get so much soul back whenever you're fighting these little orange things. Especially if you've got something like Soul Catcher on, it makes it a lot easier to just keep getting more and more soul. Just keep using that Shade Soul over and over, and you will be able to take out the Lost Kin quickly and easily. The next hardest boss in the game is the White Defender. You want to be just outside of his throwing radius, and from here you can get a lot of damage off. Hoop spikes! In between the balls, watch out for his swim dive. Whenever he gets above you, always use your Howling Race if you get a chance. The poop spikes! Pops up, get in between his balls. Whenever he does his swim dive towards you, he's going to be popping up directly underneath you very quickly. So you either need to dodge towards him, or you need to jump. For me, I had a really tough time trying to dodge whenever the Dung Defender just reeled back, slammed his fist into the ground, and had those poop shards go up into the air. It was so fast that I just didn't have a chance to react, and that part was really, really tough. You notice that every time that he goes into this little ball form right here, he will eventually pop out and then slam, spike into the ground, and the dung will go up into huge spikes into the air, and you have a very narrow window to jump up and over it. So be ready for that. Every single time he turns into a ball, you got a little bit of a chance to hit him, but then also he will be coming back after you. And just like that, we beat the White Defender. Essentially what we were doing was using the Abyss Shriek to our advantage whenever we could. We were making sure to heal whenever he's throwing his dung. We actually did have just a little bit of time to heal. The fourth hardest boss in Hollow Knight is the Soul Tyrant. He's fairly quick, and that's what makes him the most difficult. He's also constantly shooting out these projectiles. Just always dash towards him whenever he's trying to use his soul on you. I like to be right here in the middle of the screen, then that way you can get your Abyss Shriek off, and sometimes you can get it without taking any damage. It's super helpful. That's where you're going to get the most damage off every time. Make sure to get your heals in right whenever you can. When he slams to the ground, all you have to do is dodge out of the way and make sure you can get one full jump up off the ground. If he does fake you out with a down attack, just make sure to use your second jump, and that'll help out a lot. And then he comes in quick, so be ready. And I'm just going to tank him. Just like that. Just Abyss Shriek over and over again. That is it. And you can just slam him in the face. And now we're down to the final two hardest dream bosses in Hollow Knight. The second to last hardest dream boss in Hollow Knight is, of course, Zoet the Mighty. So what we're going to do is change up our approach just a little bit. There we go. Switch this up. We're going to go Shaman Stone, Soul Eater, Quick Slash, Thorns of Agony. Bretta back there looking fine. When he starts spitting those little bugs, just get underneath them and spam the Abyss Shriek like your life depends on it. That's when you get the most damage off. There we go, downed him once. When he puts his sword behind his head, you know that he's going to start charging. And just like that, we defeated Grey Prince Zoet. All we had to do was keep using the Abyss Shriek whenever we had a chance, stay calm, play defensive, and also get those heals in while you can. By far the hardest dream boss in Hollow Knight is Nightmare King Grim. Before we dig into why this fight is so hard, let's first take a look at which charms you should use. Shout out to Jawless Paul, who suggested going with Unbreakable Strength, Quick Slash, and Mark of Pride. This is the combination that worked best for me, and I'll leave a link down to him in the description below. If you've ever wondered why Nightmare King Grim, or NKG, is referred to as the hardest dream boss in Hollow Knight, it's because of this right here. He will take you down for all of your masks in less than 4 seconds. You're going to see this title screen over and over again, but in reality, Nightmare King Grim only has 6 different attacks. The first being these bats that they get shot at you. All you have to do is jump over the first one and dash to close the gap. If you're very close, make it a short dash, and if it's further away, make sure you do a long jump and then a dash. When it comes to the spikes, you only have to do a little bit of movement to move to the left or the right to get out of the way. You're not going to take damage until the spikes actually fully extend. The third attack is a set of 2 dashes. Essentially what you need to do is jump and try to do a down slash on NKG, but if you're right above him, you'll take damage, or if you're too far off to the side, you'll miss and take damage from the flames. The sweet spot is right here at the edge of the fire. The fourth attack are these fire pillars, and this is your chance to do so much damage to NKG because he always does 4 pillars. On the third one, you can go and hit him at the side right here, and then do an Abyss Shriek just before the 4th pillar. For the 5th attack, NKG will dash towards you and then go up, leaving fire behind him. All you have to do is either dash towards him or away from him. You want to be just off to the side to the left or right from where he went above you. Every time you down Nightmare King Grim, he will come back with this next attack where he turns himself into a pufferfish. When you get to this part of the fight, just watch how far down the fireball goes. If it makes it all the way down to the bottom, you know you're going to need to jump. The background of this fight changes to make this thing so intense. What makes this fight so hard is that even once you know all the moves and everything you need to do, you have to be completely perfect the entire game, the entire round through. Otherwise, you're going to be taken out very, very quickly, and it can be very frustrating, so you got to stick with it. I got him! Use! Finally! Oh my gosh! I mean, this guy's really easy, and you guys should have no problem beating Nightmare King Grim after watching this. I'm so glad that is done. Oh. I don't know if you could feel what I felt. You couldn't see me on camera. That's why I need to get a webcam going. Oh my gosh. That was absolutely ridiculous. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. My name is Relia, and I hope to talk to you again more soon.